Hello class, welcome to Anamika ma'am's classroom. Today I will discuss a very important string program in Java which is Peak Latin program. So let's start. Then today's question is write a program to accept a word and display the same in Peak Latin form. So these already came in ICSE 2013, very important program. So first we want to show you that what is actually Peak Latin form. This is one type of encoding and decoding type program. Suppose for example you have a word which is trouble. Then for when you are do the Peak Latin form of this trouble, what to do? First you find out the first vowel in your word. So here T is not vowel, R is not vowel, O is a vowel. So first you find out the first occurrence of vowel in your word. So here is the first occurrence of vowel which is O. So from here to till end you take, so first you take OUBLE, then you add the remaining part which is TR, then AY with each and every word. Let's see. So first you find out the first vowel of your word, first occurrence of vowel of your word which is here O. So from first occurrence of vowel till end you take OUBLE. So OUBLE. Then you add whatever the remaining portion, that is first portion, that is TR here, TR, and AY is common for all Peak Latin form. That means whatever the word after that, for each and every word in output you have to add this fixed two-letter AY. So I again repeat, first you find out the vowel, then from that vowel till end, then first portion, then AY. AY is fixed. So if you have TROUBLE trouble, then in your output you will get OUBLE TRAY. So this is the Peak Latin form of trouble. So let's start. So here you can see there is a example and sample input and output. First line is import java.util. Then class name. Then opening bracket of class, then public static void main, bracket open bracket close, and opening bracket of your main. Then some variable which you want you may declare here. I am declaring here one integer type variable which is I. Then scanner class. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Here scanner is and here system is in capital. As Java is case sensitive, so you be careful with this capital and small letter. Then you are asking for enter a string rather than a word. So system.out.println enter a string or enter a word. Now declare one string. String is you make it capital. Any variable name, here I am taking s as variable name, equal to sc dot next line. L in capital, bracket open, bracket close. This is the syntax for taking a string type input from user. So you are asking for the string and you accept the string in S. Suppose in here we take one input which is trouble. So in S we have trouble now. Suppose for example. Now we just change to uppercase here. S dot to uppercase. And here you write down small s only. Don't need to write down capital S. S equal to S dot to uppercase. That means you just change your whatever your string or word, you just change to uppercase. In this example, I have written all in uppercase, but it is not mandatory that user give all the letter in uppercase. So you first convert it to uppercase. That means string, whatever string you got from user, you just change to uppercase. Then you will only check for uppercase, not need to check for lowercase. So, and store in the same variable. Then you find out the length of your string. Int L here equal to s dot length, bracket open, bracket close, and you find out the length of your string in L. What is the need of find out the length? Because we start from 0th position. This is 0th position, but where should we end? Here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letter word, but maybe 8, maybe 5, maybe 9, any number of characters may be here. So we know we start from 0, but where we end, we don't know. That's why we find out the length of the string. Then we can write down a loop which is starting in 0 and end in L. Don't write down equal to here, because L counting start from 1, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. In this, for this example trouble, in L we have 7, but when we start the counting position of any string, it starts from 0. When start counting for length, it starts from 1, but the position of string, it is 0. So when you start counting from 0, so it is not till L, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 0 to 6 means you reach at the end of your word. That's why less than L, not equal to L. Now we take one character and check it is vowel or not. Our aim is just check it is vowel. When we will get vowel, then we just take from here till end. So let's start to check it is vowel or not. Take a single character. For that we use a character type variable which is char c. Equal to s is our string, s dot char at I means the position. First it is 0. So we take a single string from character from here. First it will take t in c and check if C is A, E, I, O, U or not. Here I am checking for capital vowels only, because I already make it uppercase. If you don't do this line, if you skip this line, then you have to check 5 capital as well as 5 small in same if. I have checked only for 5 capital, then you have to check or A equal to small a, like this, small and capital both. Otherwise you can do uppercase or lowercase, then you need to check any uppercase or for lowercase. Then if I get any vowel here, then as soon as I get any vowel, then my aim has reached and I just break here and end of this for loop. So suppose for first time T getting C, so it is not vowel, R also not vowel. When it get O is a vowel. So that as soon as we get any vowel, just break, nothing to do, just break means we coming out from this for. Now in a string type variable, which is suppose any name S1 equal to from S, that is actual string where we store suppose trouble, S dot substring. Substring is a function which used for taking the part of the string or chunk of the string. That means from a string we take a sub part. So and here we have to mention from where it start and where it end. That means from a string, what if we take a part of the string, that part started over here and end where. So I means here when it gets vowel, vowel means here we get vowel. So 0, 1, 2. When I, here is I 2, then we get the vowel and break. So from 2, that means this position, I is carry the position where we get the first vowel. So from this position till L means end of the string, we take in S1. Then in S2 we take the first portion of the string. That means from 0 till I. I means 0, 1, 2 here. But in substring, whatever you written at the end of the end, here is take -1. That means if you write down I means 2, 0, 1, 2 here, so it takes 2 minus 1, that means 1. 0 and 1 it takes. So here also L means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. L means 7. So it takes -1. So from 2, that means from this position to 6. Because in substring function it takes -1. So in S1 we have OUBLE from vowel till end, and in S2 we have from 0 till that just before that vowel. That means the first portion. Now our new string is S1 plus S2, and for any program we have to add AY. Here if you make it uppercase, you write down AY in capital, or if you make it lowercase, then you make AY in small. Now we have to close our main and close our class. So let's see, let's run it in Java, and let's see what will be the output. Now you can see we are in Java screen, Java window, and here is a piglatin program. I open it for you. The same things I have written here. Okay, then run this program. Enter a string. Suppose TROUBLE. Trouble, here I give trouble, you can see, and I give it small. Let's see what happens. Then you can see it first is changed to uppercase, and then it do the piglatin. From O to E it take first OUBLE, then add TR, then AY. So this is the perfectly correct output. Let's check with another output. Go for void main, and again I write down another one. Suppose apple. Apple A is only a vowel, so let's see APPLEAY. So here is only get the vowel, so it's take from here till end, then AY. So you can see our program is perfectly alright. Now let's go back to our PowerPoint. Now I think if you understand this piglatin program, which is very important. Now I want to thank you all for watching my videos and support me. Please share my videos with your friends and contacts. Please subscribe my channel. If you have not subscribed, then please subscribe my channel for more related videos and information about ICSE and ISC, any type of information about ICSE and ISC, and like my channel. For online tuition also, you may contact my phone number. I will give in my description box. Thank you.